Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my July favorites video. So a nice collection of all the things that I have been loving this month, and I'm going to start off with two foundations that are amazing. The first one comes in at a great price of $10, so you can't really go wrong with that. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation, and I am in the shade number 2 Natural. This is a very dark foundation for something that's supposed to be one of the lights, number 2 for goodness sake, but I am finally able to wear it. So I did a review on it, and I have really actually been using this a lot. I love this. This is a foundation that I actually would pay the higher end price tag for. If you had given this to me without a label, without anything, I would have said it was a high-end foundation. I love the weightlessness on the skin, the longevity, and the coverage it gives is absolutely stunning. The next foundation does not have such a pretty price tag. This one's $46 and you don't even get, not even a half an ounce. It is a very tiny bit in here, but this has impressed me more than any foundation has impressed me in a long time. It is what I'm wearing on my face right now, and I did get another shade. So if you watched my review, that was the lighter shade, one that I would consider like an NC20. This one I would say 25 or 30. Probably closer to 30 if you ask me, but this is in the shade Sand, and this is the Vanish Seamless Vanish Stick, something like that. I'll write it down, from Hourglass. The texture on this is amazing. The only downside is that it's so expensive and you don't get a lot for it, but it's worth it if you ask me. I don't feel it on my skin. It really looks like skin on. Like if I didn't want to set this with powder, I wouldn't even have to, but it doesn't drag on dry spots or anything. It literally just glides on like a fluid, which is one of its claims, but it's so much coverage, but you just don't feel it and you don't see it so much on your skin. I really like this guy. I have been trying to find a new concealer that I could love for a very long time. I have been stuck, and I mean stuck, on the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I'm not ready to say that I like this one better. I think that at first I still liked the Urban Decay one better, but now I kind of feel like they're on even playing fields because honestly, I've really only been picking up this one, so that's gotta say something to you. I really, really like this. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. The shade I have is L3 Warm. I don't have it on today because I'm testing out another concealer, but I love this guy. A little goes a long way though. The first time I used it, I put on a lot, like I would like my Naked Skin Concealer, because that one's so thin. This one is like a dab, dab, and then blend it out. And I use it with a beauty blender. I find that that's the easiest way. I don't find it to be cakey underneath my eyes. I don't find it to crease. I really enjoy this concealer. Speaking of under eyes, if you watch any of my skincare routines, you guys know that I love the Revisions DEJ Eye Cream, but that thing is $90. I've used it for a year. I really love it, and if I don't end up liking something else, I was like, I'll just go back to it. But I wanted to pick up something else, and I'm very, very picky. Like it has to be in a pump packaging. Otherwise, you're spending your money on nothing. You're gonna say, oh, I've got all these amazing ingredients, but honestly, if they aren't in a pump, they're not gonna stay stable anyway. So I was looking for a pump and I came across a brand I actually have never even heard before. I got this at Nordstrom, and it's called, from the brand Arcona, and it is called Eye Dew. And this is the AM Repair and Protect. I got AM because I don't put eye creams on at night now. I only put on my Retin-A and hydroquinone treatment, and I find that it gets better up at my eye area without having to go to my eye area if I don't have anything up there. So I only use this during the morning, and it has like, I don't want to pump it out because I don't want to waste it. It's a extremely different texture. It's like a gel sticky texture, and I thought that I was going to hate it honestly at first because I was like, I don't know how this is going to wear underneath makeup, but I have worn this consistently every day for the last month, I think a little bit longer than I actually, and it wears really well underneath my concealer. It doesn't get super shiny. I like this formula a lot, and it's kind of funny because it doesn't smell good. It's like a it smells like skincare, but I read somewhere that it's actually supposed to smell not so amazing because then it just means it doesn't have the fragrances in there that are actually bad for your skin and you're smelling the actual skincare. It doesn't linger or anything like that, but it's just something to note. Now, as if you guys have not heard me say MAC Instacurl enough, I'm obsessed with this mascara. I have not even used my extended play. That is major because I love that mascara. This one right here, the packaging is amazing, but I love this guy. You get so much volume, curl, and length out of this guy without the clumping, and it lasts all day on me. It does not transfer down here. It doesn't get flaky, nothing. I have been using this every single day, top and bottom lashes. It also has this neat little feature to it. I don't use it, but you could if you wanted to. If you twist the bottom of the applicator top, it gets this little curve to it and you can push up and get more definition to your lashes, but I don't feel like I personally need to, so I just use it regular. I feel like I've been talking about nothing but powders lately. Nothing but radiant powders, and I have tried so many. I actually am liking another one right now, but I just got it, so I don't want to talk about it because, you know, things change. That's what I have on my face right now. But this one right here, this is the one that I said is the closest to the La Mer powder, but honestly, for the buffing, I like the La Mer one better to set my face, but for the buffing technique, I've been using this a lot. Like a lot. I really enjoy this one. I thought it was a little bit glittery at first, and it is, but then you don't end up seeing it. I don't know. I don't want to like this though. It's $100, $95. It's $100, and I hate that. But I really love it. It's really good, and I get compliments on my skin when I wear it. So I guess I'm just gonna have to love it. And this is the Sicily loose face powder with hibiscus flower extract, and it's in the number 1 Irisae, or however you say that. The only complaint I have is that it is very messy, but I have found that if I actually just take my La Mer brush and then just flip it over, and it gets on my brush and not everywhere else. But yeah, this guy is really good. I have 1 lip product. It should be 2, but I talked about Vamplify last time in my favorite, so I figured I wouldn't do it again, even though technically I am right now. So I'm just doing 1. And this is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Icon Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is my favorite of the 3 that I've gotten, but I actually really like the formula on these 2. This is Icon, that's what it looks like. It's a more of a moussey, thinner texture. You can keep reapplying it and it doesn't get cracky. Feels good on the lips, and the color is stunning. And it smells, it reminds me of a candy, like some kind of chocolate candy. I still can't put my finger on it, but it just brings me back. Let's talk about some eye products. So this one is not new to me. However, they re-brought it out with a collection that they just did. This is from Nars. I got this one from the Stephen Klein collection, and this is the Shadow Stud. Now, Nars just brought out the hardwired shadows, and I thought they looked familiar, and sure enough, Stud is in there. This is what I have on the lid of my eye right now, if you can see that. I love the shadow formula and the texture, and it's flippin' beautiful. But I didn't get any of the other shades just because I didn't feel like I was going to use them enough to spend the money on them. I'm trying to be better about that. So I wanted to mention this to you because I love this shadow, and now that you can get your hands on it again, it's not going to say Stephen Klein across the front of it, but it's going to be the same exact shadow, and this one's beautiful. The other thing I have on my eyes right now with that shadow is this palette. This is the Say Chic. I kept saying CS Chic or whatever I was doing. I mean, that's just me. But this is a MAC palette. It is from Nordstrom. It's a Nordstrom exclusive. It is $65 and it is all matte. And it is a beautiful palette, and it's limited edition, so get your hands on it. But this is honestly my favorite MAC palette that they have ever come out with. So if you love matte shadows and you love MAC shadows, run, do not walk, run and go get this. I feel like I'm cheating a little bit talking about these, but I don't care. These are so amazing, and I just have to talk about it because I don't know if these are limited or not. I have a feeling that they are, so I have to tell you guys now so you can go get your hands on them. So I used these in a tutorial, and this is the Chanel 128 Rouge Brule Illusion d'Ombre. The formula on this and the pigmentation is absolutely insane. It's kind of like matte coppering, but more intense. I don't know if you guys can see that. I love the formula on this. It's kind of like a moussey texture, and it's amazing. Do I say amazing enough? I don't think I do. It's amazing. Now, let me just say, if all Chanel shadows, the quads, feel like this one, Mama's getting her some more, because these are some of the best matte-esque formula shadows I've ever put on my eyes. Ever. I was so impressed by these. I'm sitting here doing my eyes like, oh my gosh. Oh, I was freaking out because I could not believe the texture on these. Now, this guy is expensive. Honestly, I don't even remember how much I spent on it. I just wanted it. And somebody asked me to do a tutorial, and it was pretty, so I got it. But these shades are insanely gorgeous, and this guy right here, unlike anything else, I highly suggest this, and I'm definitely going to check out more of the Chanel quads to see if they are the same texture. But this one is the Les 4 Ombres. It's the 268. This name right here. I'm not gonna try. I have been saying Kiss number 11 lash way too much for me not to put these in my video. So these right here are the Kiss number 11 lash. I am wearing these right now. I keep wearing them. I keep answering people's questions on Instagram. What lashes are you wearing? Kiss number 11. What lashes am I about to put on? Kiss number 11. It's like either these or the Salon Perfect 615s. It's just kind of been these back and forth, but these are cheap. This is the 6th time I've worn these lashes. I kid you not, the 6th time. And so yeah, they last, they're cheap, and they're pretty. What else can you ask for? All right, guys, so that's it. That's all of my favorites for July. Let me know down below what your favorites are, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.